Hi everyone, welcome back to my craft room. If you're new to my craft room, then welcome. Today I'm going to make this little lighted shadow box. I've made these before, but I found these little coin banks here at Dollar Tree that looks like a little house, and I thought this would be perfect, so I want to make another one this year. I don't think I made one, I think it was a couple years ago that I did this, but these are so cute. So we're going to use that, and I want to use some of these new fence pieces that I just picked up Friday at Dollar Tree, and it's a 7-piece set with these little fence pieces. I'm not going to be using the gate because it won't fit right for this one. And then we're going to add some little figures in there and some trees. These are actually the, do I have another set of these here? The 2 packs of these trees that you get at Dollar Tree, and I'll show you what I did to them because I had to trim them down a little bit so they would fit in there. Oh, here they are. They come like this in a 2-pack. So I figured I'd use those. I took the bottoms off too because they were a little bit too tall. So we had to trim them down a little bit. But anyway, I'm going to show you how I'm going to start putting this together here. So the first thing you need to do is take this apart. It has a little thing back here. I'm going to pull it up next to me here so I can get a grip on it. There we go. And they just pop right off the back here, like so. And then I'm going to change this back part. I already have another one over here that I painted and stuff. I just want to show you this, just how you get started doing this. So you're just going to pop off the back of that. Woo! And we don't break it. And then for these little words, I tried using some acetone or something to take it off, but it was not wanting to budge. So I just took one of these little scrapers. You can get these. I think they come in a 4-pack at Dollar Tree. They have these little razor blades in them. And then you can just... these words, they scrape right off. Honest. These have a lot bigger words than the other one had. But I need a new blade in this one. I need to get a different one out. But anyway, they do. Honestly, I swear they just come right off. Let me get one that has not been used a million times here. Let's try this one. Oh, there we go. See what happens when you actually have some... but see, it just scrapes. The words come right off of there. Just takes a little bit of scraping with one of these. So I already got that done because that's a horrible noise. Nobody wants to listen to me scraping on glass. But it did come off fairly easy. I forget what that one said. That one had a different saying. This one says, "Warning, she who does the laundry keeps the change." And it's really a cute little bank. But that's what you do to get this thing ready. And now on the inside here, I took a little bit of this home decor white chalk paint, and I just painted the sides here a little bit. You don't need to paint the bottom. I don't even know why I did that, but I just put a coat around here, and that the only reason I do that is because when you light it up inside, it really reflects the light better than if it's just all black inside. So that is the only reason I did that. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my piece here. This is the one that was on that one. It had the little bees and things on it, and I actually got a piece of paper out of this paper pad here. This I got at Michael's long time ago. And this is the Holiday Homestead. And they had this cute page here that I liked that was just some trees and snowflakes. I didn't cut down here because I wanted to see some of the sky. So all I did was I took this little guy here and I just traced it out like that, wherever you wanted to put it. I put it up a little bit higher like so. Just trace around it with a pencil, and then you just go ahead and cut it out about 1/8 of an inch smaller than what you traced, because you need it in there so your little clips will clip back into place. So that's what I did, and this is what I came up with, was just this little picture here that's going to fit just like so. So that will be the background for my little shadow box. So I'm just going to take some of this Beacon 3-in-1. You can use any glue for this. It doesn't really have to this. You could probably even just use a tape runner to glue this on too if you wanted to. Just something to hold this back here. Alright. So then we're just going to glue this down. I figure I'll glue this on first and let this set aside to dry. It doesn't matter if it's not going to cover completely to the bottom. It's not going to matter because we're going to have snow and stuff on the inside, and you'll never know. There we go. Just want to make sure that you have enough room there for your clips to clip back into your little box here when we're done. All right, so we're just gonna set this aside here and let that dry. How cute that is. That's just gonna make such a pretty little background. All right, let me set this guy over here. I need to check on him, make sure he's not lifting up anywhere in a minute here if I don't forget. All right, so now the first thing you're gonna wanna do with this is put the lights in, because once you start putting the stuff in there, you're not gonna be able to get your hands in there. So what I did is I took one of these are the little fairy lights. And this one was very long. This has 20 lights on it. The ones from Dollar Tree usually have 10 lights. And I've used them before, and that's fine. It just has a really big battery pack to it. So for this one, these battery packs, I'll put the link below to these. I got these on Amazon. I don't remember how. I think there might have been 12 in the package. And they weren't all that expensive either. But this little battery pack fits right up through our hole here. And I thought that was great too. And then we're going to connect this on the back of this thing when we're all done. So I took this and I stretched it all the way out, and then I folded it in half, matching the last light with the first light. I folded it in half, and then I folded it in half again because this one was really long. The ones from Dollar Tree you won't have to fold that many times. But yeah, that's what I did. And then I just made a little point here where I'm going to hook it up here on the top. And this is just, I think, going to work out perfectly for this. I hope. My thought. But anyway, the way I'm going to connect these is I'm going to use some of these little glue dots. If you have a different way you want to do it, that's fine. But I've done this before with all my other ones, and they're still holding up just fine. So it does work out really great. So what I do is I cut these really close to where the glue dot is, because we're going to leave that plastic piece on the back of it, because, you know, you don't need the double-sided stickiness. So let me cut out a couple of these here. So I'm just going to cut around the glue dot pretty close by here. And then the only thing that's going to be left on there is the clear piece. You won't see the words on there anymore. Let me cut out a couple more of these real quick. But that's it. But yeah, this was I did these, I don't know, a couple years ago is when I made my first one, and that thing is still holding up good. So these things really do stick well. So let me cut them out. One more, and then I'll go ahead. I'll put the rest of them in there off camera so this doesn't take too terribly long, but it's really easy to do. Okay, so then you're going to take the backing off of one of your little glue dots here, just the white part. Come on, there we go. And then there's your little glue dot. And then we're going to start up here in the tippy top, and we are just going to glue that right down there. And it's nice because you have this nice black ridge in there that will hold that really good. Or hide that really good is what I'm trying to say. There we go. So there you go. I just tuck that right up in there like that. And then we're going to go down here to the corner. I may not need as many as I did for my other one because, like I said, the other one I went all the way around, which was kind of a mistake because, you know what, you don't see the lights that are on the bottom. So I'm just going to bend that so it fits in the corner nice. You can see it right there. And then I'm just going to stick another glue dot. You don't want to put the glue dot over your little lights, of course, but we're just going to glue that one down there and just squish that in there. And there you go. See, they're hidden all the way up top, and then when you light them up, voila, it'll just light up like that on the inside to light up your pretty picture. But that's all there is to getting these in here. It's really simple. Let's see, the hardest part for me is getting the little backing off the glue dot. There we go. And then we're just going to glue that down here, and then I'm going to bend that back up and bring the lights back up because I really don't want any of these lights down at the bottom. There's no point. I'm going to cover it up with some snow and things. So there's really no point in doing that. So I'm just going to bend that back up and tape that one right down there too. But yeah, this is so easy to do. All right, let me just glue that down. I need to glue that down in the corner and glue that end up there. Come on, let go. There we go. So let me glue that one down here to the corner. And one more up there where I just stuck the end, so I don't want that to fall down on me. But you can just work with these and figure out the best way that, you know, they'll fit in yours. I mean, if you're using something different or whatever. Look on my finger. See, that stuff sticks really good. Alright, come on, bend. There we go. Alright, so that side is all glued in there, and then from the outside you cannot see your lights. Whoops, don't look at that side. You can't see them at all from the outside, even from the sides pretty much. So that's what's going to look like. Alright, so let me glue down the other side. I'm going to do it exactly the same way. And I'll cut out the rest of these dots, and then I'll show you how I'm going to do this part up here. Alright, I got them all glued down there with the little glue dots. And now I brought this up through here after it came back up the side there, and out through this little hole. And then I'm just kind of going to bend this because I want this to hang down here. Right in the center in the back is where I'm going to hook this on the back of this thing when it's all done with the Velcro little dots. So I'm just going to glue this thing down right here so it stays there while I get this roof and things on. So we're going to put some snow up here. You're not going to see this wire either. It's just going to disappear here in a second. All right, so let's go ahead and put our little snowy roof on. I'm going to use one of these microfiber towels from Dollar Tree. I use these Christmas crafting every year. You find these in the automotive department. They're nice, white, fluffy microfiber cloths. And I left my drawer open, just whacked my elbow on it. Anyway, I'm just going to take this. I already have them cut out, but all I did was take this here, minus the tag, and then I just measured it here, so it just comes down over this side right here like that, and like this, and then have it so it will come down just over the front here like that, and then just trim it off with a scissor, and then we're going to tuck the other end in because I like to use the ones that have the finished edge on it. Is that the one or is this the one? I believe this is the one. I think this is the one I cut for inside. Alright, so that's what we're going to do. So first I'm going to get this where I want it, and I'm going to actually start here in this front piece to get that to come down here where I want it. I think that'll work out good there. So you're just going to take a little bit of... Whoa, what happened to my hot glue here? It actually leaked out. That's interesting. Okay, my thing must have been stuck or something. I've never had my hot glue leak out before. Anyway, I'm going to put a drop of hot glue right here. Whoa, you don't want to get it on your glass. That's a pain to get off. But just to cover this up. And you can paint this too if you wanted to. I just thought it's fine. I like it in the black, so I'm just going to leave it in the black. And then I'm just going to run a little bit of hot glue down here, hook down our snow, just to cover up the black on the top. And then I'm not even going to worry about doing this part yet. I just want to get this, make sure I have this front piece covered here the way I want it. And this stuff stretches pretty good too, so you can, you know, kind of stretch it around. But there we go. Whoa. Just want to cover the frame. And there you go. And there's the front of our little snowy roof. So I am just gonna, I could have made this a little bit longer, but it'll be fine. Because you can't get it back over here. Again, the clips are kind of a pain because you gotta work around those, but I think this will work out just fine. So we're gonna glue that straight back there, and then on the side, like so. And then this side, we're going to have to just tuck it under just a little bit, you know, because I have the raw edge on this side. So that's what I'm going to try and do. Actually, I think I'm going to tuck it under before I glue it down. may make it easier. Yes, so we're going to tuck that under first. Because the other edge we used, like I said, I cut along all this that has that little finishing on it. Just makes your life so much easier. if it's already finished. Alright, so then we're just going to glue that down here. And then I'm going to have to trim this off. I like to leave a little extra and then, you know, trim it off when you're done. That way, you know, it's easier to make it smaller. It's kind of like when you're cutting hair. You can cut it a little shorter, but you can't cut it a little longer. Alright, a little more right there. Keep my snow on here. Well, that's not too bad. We did pretty good here. Alright, let me trim this off just a little bit. And then I'm going to try and tuck this too. I'm getting hot glue all over this thing already. There we go. Let's just tuck that little in there and be done. Now, get back under there. Oh, that little bugger wanted to come out. Alright, I gotcha. There, and that will be the roof of our little house. More glue up front here. I don't want to see that black in the front. There we go. Alright. And then right here is where our little switch is going to go in the back. So now I can go ahead and I'm just going to put a little bit more glue. I don't want to glue on the wire. I don't know how that would work out. I've never glued on these wires, so I can't tell you if that would wreck them or not. Alright, there we go. Now our roof is all covered up. I just have a little bit of trimming to do there. So my thing will close nicely and then we will be done with the roof. Don't want to cut my wire. There we go. That looks pretty good. Alright. So that's how easy it is to just put a little snowy roof on here. You could add some like spray glue, put some like glitter in there if you want that. I don't really want glitter on this. I got glitter on enough things at Christmas time around here. I walk around sparkling from now until Christmas. Alright, just trying to get some webs off me. Alright, so then we're going to put some snow. We can move this out of our way. We're going to put some snow down here on the bottom. So I cut out a piece. Ugh, I cannot get these webs off me. Get off! Alright. I don't know how big this is. I just kind of need to put a piece in here and just measure because you have to leave enough room in here, once again, for the little clips. So I'm just going to put that in there. I don't know. I might, yeah, I think I want this finished piece in the front. Let's do that. All right. So we're just going to glue this down to the bottom here. Keeping it away from your little clips. There we go. And if it's a little too long, you can go ahead and trim that off. But you want to get this glued down pretty good because you're going to be gluing everything on top of this. So I'm just going to add a little more glue here and there. There we go. So, and that is what it would look like from the front. So now I want to add these little fence pieces. I'm going to put them in first. They come with these little, I guess they're little bushes, but they're just hooked on, let me see, on right here, like on here. That's how they kind of balance if you want to just stand them up. I don't know where I threw the other ones. But anyway, I took them off, and then I also cut off one of the little fence posts with a pair of wire cutters, just because it was a little bit too long for in here. So I'm going to make sure I got this facing the right way. I want this little guy here. So we are just going to glue that right down in there. So all I need is some glue, like right up along this front edge and the bottom of this little post. And that should hold that in there just fine. All right. I had to take that one back out because I got glue all over my glass. And if you do, you just got to scrape some of that hot glue off there with your little razor blade there. But anyway, I've decided I'm going down in here with the glue, just down here along the bottom. And hopefully I just cut some more of my glue. Ah, I don't want it on the glass. All right, so we're going to take this with our little fence post, the big post on the inside, and look at it from out here to make sure I have it to where I want it. That looks good. Look how cute those little fences look in there. I love these. I'm so glad Dollar Tree came out with these. All right, now for, whoops, I never glued this down. There we go. For the trees, I took 2 of those trees, like I showed you out of that package. I took the bottoms off completely, and I just cut them down flat. There's like a long wire on there. What did I do with them? It's not a long wire, but when you take it out of there's going to be a wire about this long. So I just took my wire cutters, clipped it off flat, and then you're just going to want to set it in here and see, you know, how big it is, because it's way too big to stick out. It'll stick out the back. So what I did was I just took a pair of scissors and just trimmed this whole back down, and I took a little bit off the sides here, just so when I put it in here, it's going to leave you the room to shut your little back on here. So that's that. You just cut it off, and there's nothing to it. They cut really easy. So I'm just going to put some glue on the sides and on the bottom of this, so I can glue it right up to the side. Make sure I got them standing straight. There we go. So there's our first little tree in there, but I really want him to stick to the side here. There we go. Let me just hold that there for a second till this glue starts to cool. And then I did the same thing with the other tree. I cut the back flat, not all the way up because, you know, it gets more narrow at the top, so you really don't need to cut it all the way up, but I did make the back flat, so that will sit in there. Are you cooling off nice? There we go. It's cooling. So that's what it'll look like from the back. And now this side, I didn't cut the sides on this one because this one's nowhere near as wide as that one. So I'm just going to glue this one down, I think, on the bottom, unless I need to kind of reinforce it a little to stand up straight. Let's see from the front here how we're doing. Oh, that's cute. So we're going to have that little tree right there. And once you put the back on, he's going to stand up just fine. Right now there's nothing behind it, so it's a little floppy. But there we go. That's what we got so far. These are little trees and things. Now I also want to put in these, what am I sitting on here? Top of the world. All right, let me get some of that stuff out of my way. Let me bring my little paper back over here. I know there's a lot of glare on this because I have this shiny side up of this poster board, and it's really cloudy out today, and these lights are just glaring off. That's why I put another piece of paper on here. You want to make sure you're keeping your window clean on the inside too, because once you get everything in there, it gets kind of hard to get to it to clean it off. So just make sure that inside stays clean. All right, so now I want to put in my little light posts. These come in a little pack. It has 2 light posts and a little bench. If I drop this one more time. There's 2 light posts and a little bench that come in this set. I don't have any. I took them all apart and put them in a bag. I got these last year at Dollar Tree. I'm hoping they come out with the same ones, especially these. I love these. These are my favorite little figures for Christmas time. And I want one on each side of this fence, like right here, like that. So we're going to glue the bottom down here, put a little on the front there to glue it to the fence so it'll stand up nice, because sometimes these are a little crooked when you get them out of the package. I think that looks good right there. Let me hold that a second. Crying out loud. I keep knocking the poor thing over. All right. So we're going to put 1 light post there. I was going to kind of put them over here, but there just wasn't enough room to put them on the sides of this. I could have cut the fence a little smaller, I guess. But I think this will be fine. Because we're going to have Santa Claus in there. And he's going to be waving to everybody. So then we're going to put the other lamp post right here. It's easier to just kind of look at it from the front. Hang on, let me get this up closer. Let me get a hold of this guy before he cools. We're putting the other little lamp post right there, like so. These are so cute. I'm telling you what, these little fences that they came out with this year are just making a world of difference. I love them, and I see some hot glue I gotta try to pick out of there. I think it's just gonna make everything look really cute. You could decorate that up too if you wanted to, and put a little like teensy tiny garland on there. All right, you up high enough? Yes, some of these little lamp posts and things are kind of bent a little bit. You kind of got to mess around with them. All right, so then the only other thing I'm going to put in here now is Santa. And he's going to be waving right from the front here by his little lamp posts. I thought that would be so cute. This would make a lovely little nightlight for somebody. I always see these as such a nice little gift for somebody who doesn't have like a lot of room. Let me show you where I put my Santa. He's going right here in the center. I glued him down. Waiting for the glue to dry if I can stop moving. There we go. So he'll just be waving to everybody that's going by here. Because, you know, he's up here at the North Pole making his toys and stuff. So there we go. I think he's in good. I'm not sure. Let me get a little bit more glue onto the back of him there. I want him to stay up just a little more there, and you won't see that from the front. Make sure I get my webs out before we put that back on here. We're almost done. Like I said, the hardest part is just getting your lights in there where you want them. I'm going to put a little glue on the side here of this tree because it wants to keep leaning on me. So we're going to glue him upright. Now, I don't care if you got glue webs on the back. All right, let me hold that for 1 second, maybe more than 1 second. All right, I think that's good. I think we got everything where we want it. If not, you can always pop the back off of this again too if you need to straighten anything or whatever you need to do. So now we need our back. Where'd you go? With our little trees on it. And we're just gonna stick that back down in here in the little clips, and hopefully everything is just gonna snap right back into place for us. Of course not. I can't see what I'm doing. Oh, I see. This one kind of clips in. These go in the side. Gotcha. I think I'm going to have to lay this down to do it. There we go. Are you in there? Oh, there it goes. I didn't have it in far enough. So there you have your back, right back on there again. And now we're going to glue this, not glue, I'm lying. We are going to take, actually I think I'm going to use 2 of these Velcro strips. These are not the sturdiest of, you know, that hold a lot of weight or anything. These are just little crafty things here. So I'll leave the side where you would unscrew for your battery facing out. I mean, you can pop it right off if you want to. In case you need to change the battery. But we're just going to put one on here. I think I'm just going to add 2 of these. Why not? And of course you want to take off your little tag in the back too. Well, what am I doing? I almost glued them back to back. There we go. And then you can stick this wherever you want it. I'm just going to stick it right here, like so. And make sure, oh, I love it. You guys are going to love this. I'm going to dim these lights here, and that's it. We're done. We have our little battery pack back there with our Velcro on the back of it. And then here is our little guy. Oh, actually, I wanted to put on some of these snowflakes. These are little snowflake stickers that came from Dollar Tree last year. I'm hoping they have these again because I used a lot of these. They have them in this color, and I don't know what to do with the other ones. They also have them in a pretty blue. But these are just little stickers that they had. It has like a little tiny sticker, dot sticker on the back, but I'm going to hot glue them on because I just don't feel those dot stickers are going to stay too long. But I figured I'd just put a few of these around the top here just to, you know, make it look a little brighter and stuff while it's not lit. Ugh, glue webs, my nightmare. Okay. I will just get my little heat gun out here when I'm done and just zap the rest of them off of there because they drive me cuckoo. Alright, I think I'm just going to put one down here in the corner. And you know, you don't have to add these if you don't want to, but I just thought it would kind of just brighten it up a little bit for in the daytime. I think I'm just going to put these 3 on. I don't want to make it too, like, you know, gaudy looking or anything. There we go. All right. So there, I think that looks cute. Maybe I might, I don't know. Let's lay a couple on here and see what we think. Do we want more snowflakes? I think we do want more snowflakes. You know, this would make it. I hope I can find the little manger scenes this year, because this would be absolutely perfect to do a lighted up little manger scene. I haven't seen them yet, but, like, you know, they don't have all their stuff out yet. So I'm hoping, because that will be really, really cute. All right, let's get this on here so we can light this baby up. There we go. Need to clean my glass off a little bit. All right, let me clean off my glass here because it's all covered in webs and fingerprints right now. And then we will come back and light this up. All right, I had to take the back off too because I got fingerprints all on the inside. I told you guys that to make sure it was clean before you closed it, and I did not. But this is what this little guy looks like without the lights on, and I think that's really sweet. And then I'm going to shut these lights off here just so we can see it better. I think it's going to be so cute. I'm hoping the camera picks up the light right. Sometimes on camera things don't look the same. Now I'm glad it's a cloudy day. But look at that. Look how cute this little guy is. Oh, I love, love, love this. I love this little house shape. I think it looks so much cuter than just the square one. You could even make like a little chimney. They have that chimney looking paper now from Dollar Tree. It's like a vinyl that you could even make a little chimney on here. Maybe I'll have to do that on my next one. But I think that is just adorable. All right, so I'm going to clean this mess up. I'll take a nice picture of this on and off, and I'll put it at the end of the video. I need to trim a little bit of this off yet too. But that is it. That was my little project for today. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this little project, and I will see you guys all next time. Have a great day, everyone.